Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I'm Adam Samuel. Today, we are talking American Idol. We got 2 episodes to recap. A lot happened, and also not that much when you kind of look at it from the broader perspective. But to discuss this all, I have my co-host, Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm very tired. My school, we started state testing today, so that is an exhausting 2 hours of watching kids take tests that they're miserable taking. But it's all good. But no, everything actually went really well today. Unfortunately, though, my team was literally chopped in half this week. So
At least you have a team.
Well, so do you. I have one.
Well, you have the winner. It's a winner-take-all draft, and you have a winner. So stop complaining.
I will always find something to complain about.
I have one more person than you do after this week, and it only takes one person to win. But I lost 3 contestants out of 4.
On that note, we also have Eric. How you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing great. My brother and his fiance are home for their engagement party this week, which I'm very excited about. And I got to meet my brother's new dog, and she is adorable. So,
what kind of dog?
We're having a debate. Apparently, it's supposed to be a cockapoo or whatever it's called, but we think it's a kangapoo because it has very long feet. And
part dog, part kangaroo.
It was a joke my dad made. It wasn't funny because I told it wrong. But anyway, it was good. So,
all right. Well, we got some American Idol. We lost 4 contestants,
and let's start with an emergency draft update.
Emergency draft update. Oh boy, Eric.
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't lose anyone this week, but I want to lose people.
You had 1 contestant in danger.
Yeah, I did, and she'll be gone. She'll be gone next week, and I'm hoping. So I have HunterGirl, who I hope doesn't win, but might. Nicolina, who I kind of like, but screwed herself over this week permanently. Christian, Lady K, Jay, Team Grace for the win has Noah.
You can call that a win.
She might as well just have Noah because the other 2 have no chance. Emyrson and
Mike.
Yes, Mike. I forgot his name. That's how memorable he is. And then Team Adam, who I hope wins now, has Fritz and Leah, the 2 best contestants on the show.
Let's go, Team HODL. We got this. Grace, what do you think of these turn of events?
See, I thought Sunday night I was going to lose 2 contestants, but not those 2. I thought I was going to lose Emyrson and Mike. Dan, I know people have wanted him gone for weeks now, so you finally got your wish. Ava.
He's the Dexter after all.
Hey, he didn't even make it as far as Dexter did. Dexter made it further, but anyway.
Dexter also
it's like
on that other singing show down the street. Well, no, he was really good on that show. Anywho,
although we did have also one of the vocal coaches this week was from The Voice.
Yeah, India Carney from season 8. Anywho, Ava. I thought Ava would make it further, but my problem with Ava is every week she did something different, so she never really had like a clear sense of identity. Lady K is kind of having the same problem. And also Ava's kind of polarizing to viewers, so I think that kind of severed her chances.
Yep.
And
Eric, what do you think? Oh, sorry. Go on, Grace.
Okay, I also lost Tristan on Monday. Judges, you screwed up. Mostly Katie and Luke. Because they were the ones who supposedly had the say. Lionel would have saved Tristan. No, he wouldn't have. What am I saying? But
the whole thing was,
I really thought Tristan would have made it further, but as he's saying this week, you can't always get what you want.
I will say the biggest shock for me this season by far has been the wild cards from who didn't originally make the top 10. 3 of them are still in it.
Yeah, but they're still doomed. Like next week,
they're still
people go home.
Be wrong, but I mean, actually, no. The fact that any of them are still in it is shocking.
Yeah. What did you guys think? So we had 2 performances. We had the top 14 to the top 11, then the top 11 to the top 9/really 10. Did you guys like the format, the systems? I will just say, I personally really liked the judges thing. It was both fun and kind of not fun. I didn't like how, someone else is kind of picking their songs, but at the same time, I really enjoyed getting to see like the 3 options and seeing which one the contestants picked. I actually really enjoyed that part. What did you think, Eric?
I think that honestly it was a giant. Some of the contestants picked really, really wrong. So it was helpful to know that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was helpful to know, like, oh, you could have done this, and you did since you've been gone. That was. We'll get to it, but that was a train wreck. That was a train wreck of a performance.
What did you think, Grace? Did you prefer the first night or the second night?
I mean, this was stated, but this whole second night theme was an obvious jab at NBC for many reasons that I won't go into. I thought Gabby Barrett was actually a really good mentor, and I know you two were not excited about seeing her, but I thought she did a really good job.
She did a good job. I will say that she did a good job.
Yeah.
I think she did too. Kind of wish it was Maddie though, but
The show has to pretend they produced somebody. Of course, Maddie won the show, so maybe they should push the person who actually won.
Yeah.
When's she coming back? Isn't there like a comeback performance for her?
Yeah,
that's next Monday is the Great Idol reunion, which I'm actually excited about.
It's a 1-hour show, no contestant performances from this season, but duets from past seasons.
So the ratings are. Maybe I'll watch American Song Contest that night then, because I have nothing to miss.
Wait, when is that?
Next Monday.
That's next Monday.
So we have next week. We're gonna have our top 10 to, I assume, top 7 now, right?
Yes.
And then Monday is this extra performance.
Yes. Monday is an extra night for alumni to come back, and then we have 3 weeks left after Bachelor finale.
We have 3 weeks.
So we have 4 more performance episodes from the contestants this year.
Man, that's kind of awful.
It's actually exactly as good as it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't that good either. So.
And your beloved season 16 was the same way. So.
Oh boy. But so yeah.
It's like this forever now, basically. This is how it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Until The Voice does it first, and then American Idol will get embarrassed and have to copy them.
The Voice. If anything, The Voice is going to cut back to less than this number of weeks, and that's not. You don't want that.
If they even have coaches next season, because there's rumors surrounding every coach leaving for one reason or another.
Okay.
Who's the current panel?
Let's not talk about The Voice.
I was going to say.
Is Adam Lambert still doing it?
No, he never did it. Anyway,
let's move
on. Adam Levine. I'm sorry.
No, Adam Levine left years ago.
Blake is still doing it?
Yeah. Last season it was Blake, The Traitor, Ariana, and John Legend.
Oh boy. Well, let's actually get into the performances. Unless you have any in memoriam. Oh, should I do an in memoriam for my lost contestant, Allegra?
Do you care?
I think was robbed, but I also think she was completely DOA coming into the week. Yeah, all I can say is I'm fully hoping for my Fritz and Leah ideal top 2. Don't know if it'll actually happen.
We're not getting it. We're not.
Who are we not gonna get? Who's gonna miss out?
Well, Fritz is winning the show, so.
Do you agree, Grace?
See, when you said Allegra, I'm trying to think of an allergy pun, but nothing's coming to me right now.
My eyes are killing me, so let's not talk about allergies.
I'm just kind of bummed we lost Ava maybe this time. I was kind of, hoping. I really wanted to see a Paramore song from her, like, some Brick by Boring Brick or something.
There's another range anyway.
All right,
we'll start going through our 10 remaining contestants, shall we?
All right. Well, how we do this is we go by the performance order of the first night and kind of talk about the contestants as a whole instead of, kind of.
And this is the last week we have to worry about this explanation because next week it's only 1 performance night each week. So.
Oh boy. Well, kicking us off is Jay Copeland. First night doing Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. And the second performance was Lilac Wine. I actually missed this. What were the other songs that Jay didn't do for his second option?
I didn't watch that part ever.
I forgot to write this one down. I think one of them was I'll Be There, which he didn't want to do a Jackson 5 song again. He was thinking about it. and then he didn't, and then I don't know what the other one was, but he did pick the right one, shockingly.
All right. What do you think about Jay's performances this week, Eric?
Just the Way You Are was good, but not great. Lilac Wine was his performance of the season, and I still don't think it's enough to make him a contender, but at least he did a good performance. So,
Grace?
Okay, the second song was Caught Up by Usher, which I want to know between Luke and Lionel who chose that song, because I don't think Luke Bryan knows who Usher is, and either way, it was a dumb choice. So thank God he didn't pick that one. Just the Way You Are, I really don't like that song.
I hate it. It's so I don't say this, but like it is so 2005.
Even though that song came out in 2011. Or was it 2010?
Still 2005 somehow.
2010, because Matt Carl sang it on X Factor 2010.
The song is a time traveler.
Well, so is a lot of Bruno Mars music. He did sing it well, but as I said, it was too much. Lilac Wine I thought was fantastic. I know I made the whole all whipped cream, no pudding joke after his audition, which I'm still beating myself up for. I finally got underneath the whipped cream this week, which I know sounds wrong, but sang it really well, showed some restraint. He actually has control. I don't agree with Lionel that it was one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in my life, and he's been alive a hell of a lot longer than me, but it was really good.
It was really good. Yes.
I think what was kind of going on with the so effusive praise was they're trying to kind of push him so it'll last a little longer in the competition, because I think he's probably in trouble.
I mean, he's already been saved once, but there are far worse singers this season.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I didn't like the Just the Way You Are. There's some songs that'll just immediately kind of turn me off from the performance, and this is kind of one of them.
Me too. There are also songs that turn me off immediately.
And but I did think the second one was.
That was a pun that I just made there.
Moving on. The Lilac Wine I thought was good. Like I said, I think he's going to be in trouble soon, and I think they're trying to, get the voting going, even though I don't really think it's going to work.
Okay.
All right. We got HunterGirl doing Baby Girl by Sugarland and 925 by Dolly Parton. What's HunterGirl's real name? Do we know this?
It's Hunter, but her last name is complicated.
Does it start with girl?
No. It's Walkanowski.
Okay, Hunter W. Hunter Walt? I don't know.
HunterGirl.
What do you think, Grace?
I didn't know the Sugarland song. I thought it was okay, kind of a step back for her. 9 to 5 I thought was totally the wrong choice. So shame on you, Luke Bryan. That performance was so I've heard versions of the song that I liked, but it just felt so karaoke, and I don't really think she's enjoying herself. But between the other two choices, Wide Open Spaces and Here You Come Again, I don't know which would have been the better one. Probably Wide Open
Spaces.
You think so?
Yeah. What about you, Eric? What do you think?
God, I'm in this position where she's why I have this as my new team name right there. Because
you were the one who picked her.
I did pick her because that way, if she wins, I'll at least have something to celebrate, which is getting to make fun of you and Adam on Twitter for the next few months. But I just can't get excited about HunterGirl. So I kind of picked her as insurance, honestly, so that I'll at least have something to be happy about if she wins somehow.
I don't know if I should be happy or upset that she didn't get a Carrie Underwood song, but two Dolly Parton songs.
You should be happy because she would be terrible in a Carrie Underwood song because she doesn't have the range that Carrie has.
I know, but it's still mad predictable to give the blonde country girl a Carrie song. We see it
every go Cowboy Casanova, something like that.
No, any Carrie song would be a terrible fit for HunterGirl.
The Chick song was pretty predictable as well, but I tweeted this during the show, and Gil actually commented on it. like she got 2 Dolly Parton songs, Noah got 2 John Mayer songs. Like this is the part where I was starting to think the judges were sharing the same brain. Maybe
As if the judges actually did it. You think Grace, that they kind of had Katy Perry in a room writing out songs for each contestant?
I mean, this isn't The Voice, so I know they're not used to that. But like, I don't know. Like, and then Luke, and I was thinking, like, is it Luke's brain that they're sharing? And then Gil was like, maybe they're sharing the same like singular brain cell. I'm like, thank you, Gil.
Yeah. Personally, I just can't get behind HunterGirl. Like I said, I think she's a weak woman, like a weak woman's Gabby Barrett, like a poor man's Gabby Barrett. You know what I mean? Like she's trying, but Gabby was just so much better, and Gabby couldn't win. And Hunter just kind of, I'm not excited for her. Like she kind of comes on the stage, and I'm like, okay, this is like, the time where I can check my phone, see what else is going on, and but I think I'm definitely in the minority. I think she does have fans. I don't think she
lock for top 3. So
I don't think she can be.
She said it when she went with Gabby Barrett. She's the only female country singer left. That does carry some value, especially if Mike and Noah.
But you know what carries more value? Being the only country guy left.
I would say it does, but like, I mean, actually, I was going to say Carrie won, but there were no country guys that year.
Bo was kind of.
Bo was more Southern rock.
Yes.
I still think if instruments had been allowed that year, he probably would have won.
I know.
What do you think?
Going to win that season no matter what happened. But
what do you think about a HunterGirl, Eric? Did I ask you?
Yes, you did, and we're so forgettable that even us talking about her, we're forgetting what we're saying. Okay, let's move on to Christian Guardino, shall we?
Christian Guardino doing. First off, his first song, "Take Me to Church," I
love that song.
Continues to like make me laugh how people interpret this as like an actual church song. It's not
even that. Like there are so many songs that people misinterpret. Like "I Will Always Love You" is a breakup song. People don't know that "Every Breath You Take" is about a stalker. Like there's so many things that people just don't freaking get.
I also found it funny, like when he was doing his second song, I think it was the Sam Smith song. It was like "I'm Not the Only One."
Good.
He has the song choices like on the screen, and he goes with. I was like, okay, anyone but that one. This is me watching it. I'm like, anyone but that song. And he goes, I think I'm gonna do that song. I was like, ugh.
That was the right choice. What are you talking about?
No, when he was gonna do the Stevie Wonder.
Oh, he was gonna do the Stevie Wonder song.
And I was like, no.
No.
And then thankfully he swapped it in the I think it was with India Carney, who I think it was her. It was her or Catherine McPhee's sister. Convinces him to switch to "I'm Not the Only One," which is such a much better choice. Yes. And I think it's probably the first performance of Christian's I've enjoyed, not just here, but also on America's Got Talent.
Which one? I'm not the only one?
I'm Not the Only One.
I was going to say, I don't want to judge him on America's Got Talent. That's a different show, and that was 5 years ago.
Let me say, Take Me to Church showcased all of the parts of his voice that bother me. And I'm Not the Only One was way better. So don't disagree with Adam on this.
Yeah, good song. Like, I think whether it was Pisha McPhee or it wasn't Pisha McPhee. It was Pisha McPhee's the mother, right?
Brianna McPhee. I don't know.
One A McPhee, whoever did it, or India Carney from The Voice. Good call. But I still don't think he's. I think I could see him in trouble as early as next week, if I'm being honest.
Me too.
Because I think he's probably splitting votes with like Nicolina and Jay, honestly.
Yeah, but they're both kind of on a downward trajectory. Here's my thing with Christian. I thought both of his performances were good this week, but neither one of them were like great. And sometimes it's better to have one performance that's amazing and one performance that sucks than to have two performances that are just good.
Yes. Agreed.
All right. Next up, We got Leah Marlene. I'm sorry. For the first time, I'm going to say her name right. I'm doing Happy Together by the Turtles. And what was the second song? Someone remind me.
Make You Feel My Love.
Right. What do you guys think? Eric?
Happy Together was great, but it's not a song that delivers a true moment. Make You Feel My Love would have been the performance of the season had Leah not delivered that 2 weeks ago with Heal. So for me, she's basically in a league of her own. I think she's stellar, and I really want her to win, even though I know there's no chance in hell that's happening. Sorry, Gil. But top 3 at least, please. I want her at least in the finale.
Eric and I kind of had a funny moment in our chat that we have with the Reality Hour co-hosts. We kind of made a discovery about Leah, and her voice reminds me a lot of Cassidy Pope, like really does. And Eric agreed. Don't shake your head, Grace. Eric agreed with me, right?
I did actually.
Yes. So that's why I enjoy her so much, and that's why I'm rooting for her.
So the tone is somewhat similar, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Now you talk to me, Grace. What do you think of Leah?
Happy Together, it's a stupid song. I mean, she was torn between this and Mad World, and personally, I wouldn't have chose either one of them if for no other reason that, like, the few Glamberts that are left would have ripped her head off. But
What was this third song?
No, this was for the first night. She was between this and Mad World. I think Mad World would have been a better choice. So I didn't like Happy Together that much. Make You Feel My Love, I thought was really, really good. I wasn't like going like this like Lionel Richie was, but like this is a song that has been covered so many times.
Of course.
And she actually brought something different to it.
Yes. She is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the first performance kind of a throwaway. There's just not much you can do with this. The only version of Happy Together I've enjoyed was on Umbrella Academy. It was covered by the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, and it was like a rock song. It was.
I liked when David Cook sang it, but that was no one else was on board with him at that point.
And to make me feel my love, there's so many songs that like.
You're so right. But like I said, the Glamberts would have stormed the building and ripped her head off.
I wouldn't have. I mean, I've heard a couple of versions of Mad World that impressed me, and
I don't know. Well, yeah, Make Me Feel My Love, it's good. I've heard it so many. This is another song that's probably been like covered to death on these shows, but it was still good.
In general, it's covered to death.
But
people don't even know it's a Bob Dylan song anymore. They think it's an Adele song.
Yikes. Well, let's talk about. You know what? Let's talk about Fritz.
Let's talk about our winner.
Anyway, let's talk about Fritz. Anyway,
not that one.
Yeah. This dude's gonna win.
Yep, he is.
Playing a very, very smart game. Let It Go. Love this song. We're talking the James Bay song, though, not the Frozen, whatever that is.
It could also be that next week.
Very solid song choice.
Oh, if somebody sings that on Disney Night next week, I'm turning off the TV.
Nicolina's gonna do it.
No, she's not.
Well,
no.
I would say it's a terrible song choice, but Nicolina proved that she's capable of terrible song choices this week, so we'll see what happens.
Someone's doing either that or How Far I'll Go.
Someone's doing both. Anyway, I thought Let It Go was a solid song choice, and I think Fritz delivered it well. I thought Wonderwall is his performance of the season so far, his best.
Yeah. What a weird song to have as your performance of the season. Like this song is kind of just, for me, like reached a meme level. You know, it's just because of, you know, there's that all anyway. Here's Wonderwall. Like it's like a meme of a song, and he destroyed it in a good way. Like just
yeah. I've said this before. Like personally, of the 3 choices he had, I would have gone with Perfect.
What were the songs again? It was
Wonderwall, Perfect by Ed Sheeran, and God Only Knows.
God Only Knows.
All
would be
3 of those
choice.
Would have been good, actually.
All 3 would have been great choices.
But here's the thing with Wonderwall. This is one of those songs that every dude with a guitar has played at some point in their lives.
Yeah, because that's
every
the meme.
One. But no, he he's not the best singer technically in this competition, but I don't think it matters at this point. I mean, if anything, ever since David Cook's win, that's been proven that it doesn't matter.
David Cook was the best technical singer of the top.
No, he was not.
Oh, he was.
But either way, like the reign of guitar playing white boys has proved that you don't have to be the best singer on the show. You just have to be a dude with a guitar and have some sense of artistry. And Gil, I don't even know what that means, but I don't understand Spider-Man. So
I am going to ignore that comment, Gil, because I don't read Marvel or watch Marvel or whatever. But anyway,
Tony Stark, probably David Cook, or Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my God, Adam! You and Gil can have a conversation about this later.
Caitlin would be Thor.
Let's move on, shall we? Lady K. But before we do, I want to say Fritz would be my second favorite possible winner at this point, and would easily be the best winner the show has had in my view since Trent. So, anyway.
Can you imagine if I win with him and then I also won with Maddie and they were both my number one draft picks?
Great. Anyway, Lady K.
Lady K, what is she doing? I Believe by Fantasia. Oh, it's like...
Couldn't even get through saying what the song was. I was like, oh, that's a terrible choice.
Oh, God. And what was her second song?
Traitor
by Olivia Rodrigo.
Which supposedly was chosen by Lionel, which I don't believe for a second because
Lionel does not listen to Olivia Rodrigo music.
That's what I was gonna say. Hashtag Adam stole Grace's line.
No, I said that in our group chat like yesterday.
Gil, we don't need your help starting tangents, but so don't apologize.
I will say, agreed. Yep. 100% what I just said.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, his only competition is Chase and Lane.
I know. Low bar. I believe, honestly, I thought it was a decent song choice.
I believe
not good, but better than some of the other train wreck song choices she's made in the past. And she sounded okay on it. Traitor was a bad song choice. Traitor was a bad song choice.
How bad was it?
So bad she was in the bottom two.
Did she forget the words?
No, she didn't. She just, I don't know what she did, but she stopped singing. I think she thought the audience was invested enough that they would sing along with her, and they didn't.
Girl, you're not Olivia Rodrigo. Until you're well established, you can't let the audience sing along with you.
At least I'm assuming that's what it was.
I think Lady K is pretty much DOA going into next week.
Oh, she's done.
Yeah, so and go nuts like next week. Like, you know, I mean,
sing into the unknown. Get yourself sent home. Go into the unknown for all I care. I don't know, but
wow, that was mean.
That was kind of mean.
I'm sorry. I'm in a mood today. But
Grace is shooting fire.
No, if anybody sings that song though, that's where I want them to go. Anyway, like as soon as I found out she's singing I Believe, I was just like, girl, no. Like these, like, I don't know, like I have these moments where I envision myself as the mentor, which I should be. By the way, you 4 people who voted for Bobby Bones that he's a more qualified mentor than me, you are a freaking towel. Like, these are one of these songs.
I'm a towel?
Anywho.
What does that mean?
You say it all the time. You tell me.
I do it.
But no, like I have these moments where these contestants come to me and say, "This is what I'm singing," and I'm just and I look at them and I say 3 words to them. No, you're not. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those moments, probably with both songs. But like these coronation songs, like I don't know why people do this song so much. They only work when there's confetti falling and everyone's crying and nobody can hear what the winner sounds like anyway because they sound like shit. But she's not gonna win. I hate this song. She didn't sound terrible, but the whole thing didn't really work. And then Traitor. I'm looking at what her other choices were. Okay, Jesus Take the Wheel, Luke,
no.
Goodbye. Does Luke remember what happened the last time she tried to sing a Carrie song?
Yeah, what was the other song? What was the other choice?
Smile, which is
Lily Allen?
No, the smile when your heart is aching.
Yeah, those song choices were awful. Like,
Well, okay, so she picked a bad one. But she had 3 bad ones to pick from. Okay, so that's good. At least that means it could have been worse.
thing is, I don't think she really knows who she is as an artist.
She has
no
idea who she is as an artist.
So I don't know if she just like knows she's not going to win and she's just doing whatever she wants until she gets kicked off. But
I respect that. Like, I kind of feel like she doesn't know. She's just kind of just doing her thing. I just respect it. I think,
I also don't think she's going to do the Sanjaya or the Hee Jun Han thing and just be like, okay, I'm not going to win. Let's just have some fun with it.
You can't do that in this season, Grace. There's not enough weeks.
You could do that in Disney night, though. There's a lot of fun. Like, I don't know. Maybe she could like pick like the most like the corniest Disney song that she could pick. And yes, Gil, we all know the judges share the same brain cell. We established that on our Twitter conversation. And it's probably from Luke Bryan's brain.
Can you imagine if we were doing this and like we were suggesting songs?
Yeah, you would have. Who would you have picked Baby Shark for? That's what I want to know.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
See, I might have picked that for Fritz because he could have at least done like a strip back, like made it like this cute little lullaby thing. And what are we saying?
I would have done. All right, tangent. So, my sister actually had a pet fish, and when the pet fish died, they held a whole funeral for it. And my brother-in-law actually played like a somber, like lullaby version of Baby Shark, like as they were doing the funeral. It was like very like soft, very funny.
You have a very strange family.
Oh boy. Who's up next? Who are we talking about next?
Mike Parker.
Mike Parker. Oh boy. Hurricane by Luke Combs. And what was the other song?
A Morgan Wallen song.
Which is hilarious.
There's a lot to unpack here.
I did like what Mike said before he sang the song in the VG for a Morgan Wallen song.
What did he say? I missed it.
I mean, basically said like I want to bring people together with this pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am shocked that he's still here. I'm not complaining.
I'm shocked. Like
others are worse than him, but
I don't see a lot of support for him.
He'll be gone next week probably, but
I'm already envisioning him singing "You've Got a Friend in Me."
Oh God.
No, it's gonna be Life is a Highway.
No, that's gonna be Noah. Anyway,
no, he's gonna do "You've Got a Friend in Me."
See, maybe I should like do fantasy lists for like next week.
We still could. Ended up at the.
No, the last few years taught you nothing. The country block has more weight than anything on this show, and all the other shows. Hurricane, I thought, was the most country he sounded all season.
Agreed.
But I think Noah is far ahead of him in popularity.
Agreed.
And that's bad for him. Chasing You. It was probably the best choice out of the 3, which is saying very little. I didn't really like it. There were some shaky bits. But like I said, probably, again, 3 bad song choices. And if that becomes the episode title, fine.
No, the episode title is Single Brain Cell. 100%.
Thanks, Gil. 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, I'm very surprised he's still here. I do think he's going to fizzle out quickly. And like I said, Noah might. I thought I was going to lose him this week. I thought I was going to lose him and Emyrson. And speaking of which,
let's talk about Emyrson because none of us have anything else to say about Mike. Do we, Adam?
I don't.
Emyrson Flora. Personally, I'm not a fan of the song "Driver's License." I liked
it when Ava last season did it.
I like "Good for You" so much more than "Driver's License."
Well, one is fast, one is slow.
Whatever. Parts of this performance were kind of shouty to me from Emyrson. I thought the next night's song was much better.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Driver's License was like if every other performance she did was a step forward, this was like 2 or 3 steps back. I've written in my notes that it sounded like she was getting hit by a car rather than driving it at times, which I know is terrible of me. And I'm probably going to hell for it.
Oh boy.
Jesus, take the wheel, all right. I am on something tonight. I don't know. And then Lovely. I'm not a Billie Eilish fan either. Plus, I'm kind of sick of her songs getting done on these shows. It was the safe choice. I know she was leaning towards True Colors. That's kind of safe too.
She also got crappy song choices.
I don't believe that Lionel was the one who picked the Chris Stapleton and Luke was the one who picked True Colors. That had to have been flip-flopped.
The one to go with here, though, I think would have been True Colors.
It's still predictable as hell, but Lovely was definitely the boost that she needed. This was what I was talking about with like the difference between Hair and Christian. Christian had 2 performances that were good. Emyrson had 1 performance that was not good and 1 performance that was miles better. So I think that usually carries you further than 2 good middle-of-the-road performances.
Yeah, could be. But I think Christian's going to outlast her anyway.
I do too.
All right, well, who do we get next?
Noah.
Worst case scenario.
You said Dan was worst case scenario.
He's gone now. So
now on to the next. This is what I said. It's like the villain of the week. Like now that Dan's gone, the next one is Noah. And then once Noah, it's probably
HunterGirl.
Christian? Yeah, actually. So
Stand By Me. Like, I don't know how that fit the Breakout Hits theme, but this is another song that everyone with a guitar has covered at some point. I think according to Wikipedia, it's been covered like 400 times or something like that, which I actually believe.
It's just such a this type of contestant song. Like it is exactly what I would imagine any other country contestant, country boy, like anyone could do it. It's very simple, it's very easy, and it gets a lot of votes, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm looking on Wikipedia. There have been over 400 recorded versions of this song.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like I said, it was predictable, but not hard to sing. And then his other one
was the moment I would say of the week, though.
Heartbreak Warfare. I'm happy he decided not to go country for this week, and I actually really liked this performance.
I was saying it was the performance of the week because of what happened after the performance.
What happened after?
Oh, I didn't watch that.
And he was guessing who, because the other 2 songs, it was like
there were 2
John Mayer, and who was the other one? It was like
Take Me Home Country Roads.
Take Me Home Country Roads. So he picks the John Mayer song, and Ryan goes, okay, which judge do you think picked that song, the John Mayer song you just did? And he says, I think it was Katy Perry. And there's just like an awkward silence. Katy Perry's like, I think she said you should Wikipedia me, which moment of the week, I will say.
Oh no, my one friend said that if he were doing recaps of the show, his episode titles would be the funniest line from the actual episode. So that would probably win this week. You should Wikipedia me? Oh boy. Yeah. A little self-absorbed if you take it out of context, but man, I don't know. Noah is the only person on my team with even a minute chance of winning. Correct. Did they plan that moment though? No, but the fact that he got 2 John Mayer songs and then Katie was the non-John Mayer song was mildly hysterical. Yes. And I didn't even know either of the John Mayer songs. So. I knew the song. I know like 3 John Mayer songs. I don't know the other one, no. I know. You think Lionel Richie knows it? Probably not. No. Anyway. Lionel Richie listens to John Mayer. Yeah, I'm starting to think now, like, instead of these contestants, like, the judges picking, like, maybe they all got together and just chose 3 songs and then just put their name on one of them. Yeah. Just to make it fun. Okay. Well, all right, let's talk about the 1-2 punch in a bad way that was Nicolina this week. Yep, let's do it. Yeah. So Hallelujah, her first performance. Damn Shrek song. She heard there was a secret chord that. How you heard this song 100 times and you still don't know the words? But you don't really care. It was good. No Shrek song. Wait, it was good, but not amazing.
And given the pimp slot and given the production and given all that, it should have been amazing. And it was just good. Since You've Been Gone was a catastrophically bad song choice.
But Since You've Been... I love the Pitch Perfect version. A lot of fun.
I don't care.
Oh, Craig's nods.
Yeah. This is 100% correct, Gil?
No, not that, Grace. From Pitch Perfect. You know,
I
when
don't care.
Ben Platt and Rebel Wilson.
Anyway.
Correct song?
What?
Let me get back to what I was saying about Nicolina. I think this song choice was bad enough that it should have landed her in the bottom 3. And it showed that, like Lady K, she has no idea who she is as an artist. And when she's up against people like Leah and Fritz who know exactly who they are, just being a good singer isn't enough to win this show anymore.
Correct. So. Here's my take. Like, even after I said this was the Shrek song, someone tried to tell me that All Star is the Shrek song, even though that song existed before.
I said that. That was me.
No, someone else said it too. Even if she did sing it well, which she did, I don't care. Plus, everyone can sing this song. This is another song that everyone with a guitar has covered at some point. And
Yes.
like Katy Perry was like, "This might be the best version of this song." I'm like, "No, Matthew Schuler says hi."
Yeah, no. I will say,
I thought Eric was going to pick Alexandra Burke for that. Adam would have picked Lee DeWise.
I would have picked Alexandra Burke for that.
Wasn't that her?
Wait, what are we talking about?
It was
the best version of Hallelujah.
Best version of Hallelujah on The Voice, Matthew Schuler.
No.
On American Idol, Lee DeWise. On X Factor, Carly Rose Sonningham.
No, Alexandra Burke. Anyway,
I don't know who that is.
She was one of the UK winners. That was actually her coronation song.
It was. Anyway.
She is really talented.
She's really good.
She's
Anyway,
How did I make that up? And then
Since You've Been Gone, the funniest moment of the entire week for me was, I swear to God, I thought, and people like my tweets, so clearly I did hear what I thought I heard, which is Katy Perry saying, "You sang that as good as Kelly Clarkson did." And I'm like, what the fuck are you listening to? Because
I've heard Kelly Clarkson sing this song live, and it's not usually very good. But I mean, part of it is it's this song. It's not like it's a kind of a song that you kind of have to scream out.
Yeah, and Kelly's good at that, and Nicolina isn't. So
yeah, isn't in Pitch Perfect? Don't they make like a note like it's really hard to sing?
Oh, it is
like
a very difficult song.
Like someone's like, it's high. Like he's like got a hand on his chest. He's like, ugh.
And like that song's been passed around. Like originally it was given to Pink, she didn't want it. Then it was given to Hilary Duff, and she didn't have the range for it. And then they gave it to Kelly Clarkson. I don't like Kelly Clarkson. I don't like this song, and I did not like this performance. It was kind of a mess.
Kelly Clarkson. I like this song, and I hated this performance.
I don't know. Like her other two choices, My Heart Will Go On and Someone Like You. Normally, I would say no to both of those two, but they both.
Compared to
Someone Like You
is who either one of those would have been much better.
Maybe she just really wanted to do an up tempo.
That's what I'm thinking.
She thought maybe the first night.
Therein lies the rub, because she couldn't, and because she couldn't, she shouldn't have, and because she thought she could, because she has no clue who she is as an artist.
Yeah, like I mean, when Katy Perry actually posted her picks on Facebook, so I saw what she picked, even if it wasn't the one that was picked. The Titanic song, normally I would say no to that, but it would have been a better choice. I know, Adam, you would have gone with the Adele song. I probably would have too. Between these three, but like I said,
I thought Since You've Been Gone, and I'm like, oh my God, please don't pick that, please don't pick that, and then she picked it. So,
all right, well, can we actually talk about something?
Should watch us and take our advice. Sometimes I think they do, but in the worst way.
Let's can we talk about next week? So we've Disney Week coming up. So I actually have a list of Disney songs. Can we
They're going to Disneyland.
Can we really quickly, like, I'm going to throw out a contestant's name and you give me some song suggestions. So I'll go first. Nicolina, and I'll also start Surface Pressure from Encanto.
No, I'm thinking like any of the corny Disney princess ballads for Nicolina, which is probably what she's going to go with.
Yep.
Wait, what's wrong with Surface Pressure?
I just watched Encanto this week, by the way, and I think Surface Pressure actually would be a decent song choice for Nicolina.
Thank you. All right. Fritz. What do you got for Fritz?
Remember Me? That was the first thing that came to mind.
No,
I was thinking that's for Christian.
No.
No, he would oversing the hell out of it.
Little Wonders from Meet the Robinsons.
You and that movie, Adam. Anyway,
I love that movie.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know enough Disney songs for most of these people.
All right.
We'll make our predictions and put them on Twitter. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm not gonna do that because I don't.
Are we gonna get I did realize something. Is Greatest Showman Disney?
No.
Good.
Bullet
Speaking
dodge
of which,
for now.
Are we going to talk about The Greatest Showman on other shows, or is that?
Nope. It is the movie that shall remain nameless.
I was going to talk about that, but I think any TV show. No, I think any TV show with got talent in it is Bruno territory for Reality Hour at this point. If I have to, that's another Disney reference.
No one puts baby in a corner.
That's Dirty Dancing.
He muted me.
Good. But yeah, like I said, any show with got talent in the title is to Reality Hour as Bruno is to the Family Madrigal.
Okay.
I just want a good
hopefully
performance of We Don't Talk About.
Hopefully we'll kiss and make up with America's Got Talent.
I just hope we get a We Don't Talk About Bruno group number.
It's either going to be that or they're going to use the show to promote Lightyear or whatever their next movie is coming out.
Is there a song from there coming out?
There's got to be, but that's what Dancing with the Stars does, and I hate it. But they got to do it here too. Speaking of Dancing with the Stars, apparently Tyra Banks, who is not officially gone yet, booked a new gig, so they're thinking that's one further step out the door for her. God, I hope so.
Yay.
You don't watch the show. Why do you care?
Because I get to say bye-bye, Tai-Tai, and then I get to laugh.
Oh, D Capella? They still make music. And they did do Surface Pressure. They recorded it, so I do want to see them again. But we haven't seen them in a while. They're actually a thing.
Do you think someone will sing Married Life from Up?
That's instrumental. Nobody can sing it. No, the better question is, are we going to guess Katy Perry's costume or do we not care anymore?
Ooh, good question. I'm going to guess... Somewhat Mirabelle from Encanto. Grace is debating.
I think Isabella might be better for her.
Ooh, by the way, for Christian... if not remember me, I want Let's Go Fly a Kite.
I want somebody to do that on Dancing with the Stars. Do a Viennese Waltz to either that or Chim Chim Cheree. I'm so sick of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious being done on this show.
Simply quite atrocious.
I can answer your question, Gil. Ben Platt is going to be the mentor. Evan Hansen himself.
Sincerely me. Someone's got to do it.
That's not a Disney song.
It has to be.
All I know about... I mean, I don't know anything this year, but or last year necessarily, but I know that they planned that out for Katy Perry a long time in advance. That's all I'll say, and I do know that for a fact. So.
I believe it.
Do you think we'll get both Let It Go and How Far I'll Go? I will say, someone is doing an Encanto song.
I'm just envisioning if they do this and Nicolina's choices are those two and Into the Unknown, and they put all three in a bucket and just make her pick. And I'm like,
it's going to be Surface Pressure. Someone is going to do an Encanto song. If not, there'll be a group number.
Probably both, honestly. I would love... Oh, I know what I want first to sing. I want first to sing the song from Turning Red. The boy band song.
Ha!
Oh boy. Oh God.
That's what I want. I've decided.
All right. Well, anything else you want to discuss from the episode, the week ahead, coming up?
Nope.
All right. What
duet are we most excited for next week? I'm thinking probably
Maddie and Caleb.
I'm most excited for.
Maddie and Caleb.
David and Chris 100% anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking Willie and Grace, or maybe Lauren and Scotty, because they were really good together in season 10. We already talked about Gabby. I thought she was great.
Rewind to Gil. And on that note, I'm Eric. You can find me here and on Twitter and stuff. And hopefully on this Twitter soon. Hopefully not on this Twitter soon, actually, because I want Adam to have this Twitter.
I'm running it right now
Fine,
until May at least when I lose.
Yes. Where can we find you, Grace and Adam?
You can find me at reality2_ on Grace and serving my penance for that comment I made about Emyrson getting hit by a car.
It's really awful.
And chasing down those other people besides Adam who think that Bobby Bones is more qualified to be the American Idol mentor than me because they're wrong.
I will always do it for the troll, Grace. Always. And you can find me on Twitter at Adam Soapbox, and also getting fitted for my Darth Vader costume for the finale because, I'm thinking there's going to be a cape, a red carpet, a lightsaber, and I think I'm also going to wear a top hat on top of the.
I told Adam
costume.
that because for those of you who don't watch Dancing with the Stars, last season they did Disney heroes and Disney villains separately, and I told him he should have saved that for Disney Villains Night if they do it again.
And on that note, bye everybody.
I have a quote from Star Wars I can use.
Bye everybody.
See you all next week.